I think the thing is, it was interesting in the lead up to January 6th. I kept saying, I think he will certify the election. I just didn't think that. I mean, I think he was very soft-spoken. I think at times he was way too willing to go along, but Pence has never been the person that's going to publicly stand up to someone. He's always going to privately engage. He's just not that type of person. I saw him in meetings too. He's not confrontational, which is very hard when you sign up for a job of working with Donald Trump, right? But in many ways, it's perfect because Donald Trump's going to do whatever he's going to do, regardless of who you are. And we're watching that play out with JD Vance and Marco Rubio. But I would say that I do give him credit because I think that if it had been anyone else probably in that role, I don't know that they would have done the right thing.
Right.
The amount of pressure going on. I was worried about Pence's life, candidly, the night before. I was watching Chuck Grassley in the lead up to that. I don't know if people remember where he was like, he might be presiding over the Senate. Do you remember that? All that? When I saw that really freaked me out. I was worried about what was going to happen the morning of. I remember texting someone very close to Pence and saying, like, one, please tell me he's going to do the right thing. And two, please tell me that someone's figuring out the plan to get him out of there safely. The fact that I am saying that to the vice president of the United States circle is very alarming, right?
And proved to be very prescient. I mean,
I went on
all
TV.
Accounts, they were deeply concerned.
A week before, I went on TV and I said, I'm very concerned there's going to be violence on Jan 6. The messages I got, Stuart, were pretty epic. It was like, we're not violent, you stupid,
right.
And I was like, case in point, I think there's going to be violence on January 6th. Yes, I'm worried about it.
This is like somebody attacking the judge after they get assigned to anger management, counseling, saying, I don't need it.
I think I only give credit to Pence because the amount of pressure that he was under and coming from all directions, Ken Paxton sending these letters, and I think no one is on his side other than probably his immediate general counsel, which was Greg Jacob, who then goes on to testify before the Jan 6 committee. And he's the one that actually basically navigates the situation with him. And so I think if it were someone else, I think they would have caved. And I think it's because of his military relatives, his son is in the military. I think to him that oath, and I think there's a thing in his book where he talks about having the conversation with his son and his son reminding him of the oath that he took to serve. And I think I don't agree with a lot of Pence's views on things. We certainly differed on that, but I think that is what ultimately played out, was that he does love this country, and actually Reagan was his big person that he looked up to. He had a Reagan bust in his office, and I think he just sort of hung on to that. I do think that if anyone else that I met in terms of what looks like the cabinet now, I just don't think that JD Vance has it in him. Would it have been JD Vance to do that? No way. I just don't believe it.